I've had type 1 diabetes for 15 years now. Around 15 years ago, all of a sudden, about Christmas time, I lost 3 or 4 stone in a couple of weeks. And I came home from my holidays at university and my parents immediately thought I was anorexic and packed me off to the GP. And right there and then the GP did a finger prick test and my blood sugars were 39.9. And I very quickly ended up in hospital with a nurse telling me, this is how you do an injection and you'll do these for the rest of your life. Having that diagnosis, having that news that I had an illness that I was going to live with forever was devastating. As much as it is a challenge, as much as it places an additional risk on my life, as much as it is something that is a full-time job in itself to manage and to look after yourself, it's given me so much. It's given me a community of people who understand me, and there is this incredible camaraderie in the type 1 diabetes community that if I met another type 1 anywhere and I was in trouble, you know they're going to help you. And that's a wonderful safety net that I actually think a lot of people who don't have access to a community don't have at all. It allows me to sleep. I used to, prior to having my Dexcom, stay awake and awake and awake and awake until I passed out because I was so terrified of going to sleep and having a hypo. You don't get a break from type 1 diabetes. You don't get a day off. You don't get to ignore it for 3 hours. You know, the 3 hours, that can be the difference between life and death. So having something that just allowed my mind to have a little bit of a break, to just take that exhaustion away. The biggest challenge that I overcame was being confident to live with my diabetes on display. And it sounds really strange, but having my Dexcom has helped me to do that because I do wear it constantly. It is a talking point. And it's something that I'm really proud of and I like to talk to people about. So I feel like I've done a full 180. Don't let fear stop you dead in your tracks. You can not just continue, you can continue to grow, you can improve, you can do new things, try new hobbies, travel to new places. It actually doesn't have to stop you from doing anything as long as you have the tools to look after yourself. And I think that is why things like Dexcom are so important. A Dexcom sensor lasts for 10 days. Which is a phenomenal amount of time. When you think that you shower in it, you swim in it, you go to the gym and get sweaty in it. They stick well to my skin. The vain side of me wants to talk about how small it is. It does. I'm a girl. I like to wear clingy dresses and things, and I don't want to have a great big bulge underneath my clothes or whatever. But for me, I think I got most excited about in terms of functionality was the reduced warm-up time. In fact, we've been told today that you can actually put your sensor on before you take the last one off and it will automatically start to warm up before you've shut the last one down and started the new one. So that warm up time I think is going to change the game for a lot of people.